Oh, Hanaki, did you know that our souls are connected by fate? What do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki from Production Kawaii's Hanamizuki. Hi. You took my question? Aw, dang. Sorry. I guess I'm just ahead of the game a little bit. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing okay. I feel like I sound a little bit better today. I've been resting a lot. This stream is probably going to be a little bit short so that I don't overdo it. But I feel like I sound better. Like, I'm not squeaking as much. If you missed the members stream, it sounded pretty bad in members, but I think I'm okay right now. It still doesn't hurt, so I really do think it's just going to be a matter of getting a lot of rest. However, housekeeping, I am probably going to not do the karaoke stream tomorrow, because one of the main things they tell you when it comes to having laryngitis is to not sing, because singing will definitely upset your vocal cords and cause more permanent damage. So, we don't want that. So I'm going to be probably not singing tomorrow. It's either going to be that I'm going to do something else, or I might just not stream. It depends on how I'm feeling tomorrow. It almost sounds like you're going to cry. Yeah, it's going to sound like I'm cry typing a lot. I apologize. I feel so sorry for you. No, it's fine. I did this to myself. It's just because I yapped a bit too much during my Otome stream. This is what I get. Most of my content is Zatsu. I was going to die at some point. I'd be okay with you taking it easy. Okay, but would I be okay with it is the real question here. Do I want to take it easy? That's where the real problem lies. Anyway. So we're gonna be doing a really brief Q&A stream today. Oh no, your voice. Yeah, it's still pretty bad, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. If I talk really low, I sound a bit better. Are you taking medicine or just teas and gargles? Right now it's just teas and gargles. There isn't really a medicine for laryngitis unless you like go to the doctor to get like a specific prescription for it. Unfortunately, laryngitis is just something that has to go away through not talking, which is very hard for me to do because I am a content creator that relies on talking. So, not a lot I can do there. All I'm focusing on is like resting and talking from my chest. Hi, Reina. What do you mean, Reina? Is it because of the fact that I sound like I'm crying? Don't be mean to my senpai. Why are you like this? Do I sound like Reina? I don't think I do. Okay. She's in chat-ish. Oh, right. I forgot that the chat's gonna be messed up because it's showing the Q&A. Hold on. My bad. Might be. Let me see if I can fix this. There's like a way to fix it. I don't remember what it is, though. Do kana? Wait, hold on. Maybe if I refresh. There we go. Okay, okay. I needed it to show the chat, not the Q&A. The Q&A is for my eyes only. Technically. Or the eyes of the people who go into the Q&A box. Okay. I did get 2 marshmallows, so I will briefly answer those. How do you know if your question went through? It should be in the box. Like, you have to click into the box, probably see the list, and then submit it there. I will probably see it, though, don't worry. I'll tell you if I don't, I guess. Why are you giggling? She's planning something. There's a mystery going on here. Something happened. Touches the ground. You have zero wet baby girl energy. Okay. But like I said, there are 2 marshmallows that I think were supposed to be for the Q&A. So I'm gonna answer those first, and then I will get into the Q&A box. Hi, Weena. Hello, dear Oni. Due to recent events, I was wondering what is your preferred way that someone, parentheses, Damadachis, can go about cheering you up? I guess I can also ask what is your preferred way of cheering someone else up? Okay. So in terms of cheering me up, I'm a pretty simple Oni. Just having people be there is enough for me. I don't really need things. I would not consider myself a materialistic Oni. I'm just chillin'. I've said this before, but love languages are words of affirmation and quality time for the most part, so having you guys be there is enough. And, you know, being told nice things is also good enough. Gasp, I'm here. Yeah, exactly. Surprisingly, that's enough for me. So, I'm a pretty simple person in that regard. Like, other stuff is great too, but, like, I wouldn't say I need other ways of being cheered up. Also, I think it would just be very rude of me to be like, oh, you know what would really cheer me up? $5,000. That'd be very goofy. I've never been that kind of person. And whisper sweet nothings into your ear in the style of freeform chat scatting. Shooby-dooby, doobity-boobity-doo bop boop. And I'll just be like, wow, so true. I have been wooed. I like that. You just enjoy our presence and company? Yeah, for the most part. Hello, welcome in. Sorry if I cannot be as chipper as usual. I have to speak kind of low in order to prevent any further strain. As for how I cheer other people up, I guess I do the same thing back, kind of. I will offer words of affirmation. I will be like, hey, you're doing a great job. I know things are hard right now, but here's all of the things that you have accomplished and what you are best at. Being cute.
That's more than I anticipated. Thank you.
Pause. I didn't expect this. Daniel Smith, thank you for the $50? Question mark? 5,000 pennies like dollars but round. You're so right. Thank you. Did not anticipate this. For once, my alert is correct. That's more than I expected. Even though I don't sound like that right now. I don't know who that girl is. Who is that girl in the don't know alert? Not me. Not I. But yeah, I basically do the same thing back.
An offering. Thank you so much.
$5 closer to 5,000. Thank you, Slim. Thank you for the $5. Oh my gosh. Okay. We do like fives in this house, it seems. Also, I notice you guys are donating the even dollar amounts because, once again, we do not want to change the 69. I see your games. Yeah, I do the same thing back. I will offer words of affirmation, or I will just offer to be there for general quality time purposes. I'll be like, I'll offer to, like, hang out in messages and just, like, talk about random stuff, or I'll, like, let them talk about, like, something that they're interested in so that they can get their mind off it, and I will just sit there and listen. Caught on to us? I know your games. I've been here long enough. I have caught on. I have figured things out. I have made the discovery. I've connected the dots. But yeah, that's how I do it. Oh, I sound like a weirdo right now. That's okay. So that's that. Marshmallow. Thank you for the marshmallow. And then this one was sent like an hour ago. But it says, have you ever dreamt about the Damadachis? So far, no. I haven't really had too many streaming related dreams. I have had dreams related to being on Twitter, funny enough.
An offering. Thank you so much.
But I have not dreamed about the Damadachi specifically at any point, or about streaming at any point. KJ, thank you for the $4 fixing it. When I debuted, I had so many dreams of sunrays. That makes sense, that makes sense. I have never dreamed about them specifically so far. I don't think that means anything, like, negative. It's just, haven't dreamed it yet. Haven't had a reason to. I was like, what do you mean fixing it? And then I realized it's because you doubled the...
Thank you so much.
Okay, Matt, thank you for the $10. In the spirit of words of affirmation, being able to hang out and laugh with you always makes my day better. Thank you! Also, yeah, you did ruin the double 69, but that's okay. I appreciate what you did. And this does put the daily goal at 69, so technically there's still 2 69s on screen. You're not wrong. You just, it was a bit of a misdirect. Guys, it's fine. There's a 69 there in big text. You can't complain. The dream is when you're awake with them? Are we implying that everything I'm doing is a dream? If so, I mean, I would believe it, because I still feel like being in kawaii is like a dream, and that one day I'm going to wake up and it's all gone. So I guess, like, reverse. I kind of dream about, or not dream, I think about the fact that this could be a dream in itself. And then I would wake up one day and I would just be back to being a lonely little Oni on Onigashima. But, you know, I'm happy that it's not so far. Knocking on wood that doesn't happen. Cheesy, no you! You are the last person that should be making fun of me for cheese. But no, this is, you know, in many ways it could be considered a dream come true. I'll work harder to make it even better. But yeah, those were the 2 marshmallows. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you never wake up from the stream. Same. I wish to stay asleep forever then, if so. One day you'll be able to off collab and stuff. Oh man, off collabs. I haven't even thought about it. I'm just not in the situation to do so right now, but you're right that maybe someday it'll happen. Maybe. Reina 4G's son. Has that been a common nickname? I already told you I'm coming, she just has to say when. She's like that. I feel like the minute she finds out your general location, Reina's son will approach. I have yet to say when, but it's true that we have discussed it before. And also the potential of me being able to go visit her is another option as well. Boss music. Yeah, exactly. Why do I hear boss music all of a sudden? I can't do a Reina impression right now because I am sick, but I can just imagine her phasing in through my wall. You know that meme of SpongeBob where he, like, goes through the metal wall of the Krusty Krab because he hears something exciting? That's Reina when you give her the okay to do an off collab. But there's boss music also. Facts, no printer. Okay. Jesse, closer to you like the JoJo meme. Oh, are you approaching me? True. Okay. Let me open the Q&A so that I can see this. How do I get... I wish there was a way to, like, pop it out better. But there really isn't. Wait. There was a trick I wanted to try to see if I could do this. If I open the YouTube Studio page for the stream in another tab, will I be able to have both open simultaneously? We're gonna find out. I might be so smart right now. I have an important question. The title says questions only, but what happens if I say an answer? I explode. So don't answer any questions. I will explode. You don't want to do that to me, do you? Oh, shoot. This did work. Okay, I just have to keep the questions open in another window. I'll be going back and forth then so I can keep looking at chat, but that's fine. Yeah, I don't want to go boom. I'm already dying. You wouldn't do that to a sick Oni, would you? You wouldn't blow up an Oni, would you? Buno's so smart. Buno a genius, actually. I may be sick and I may be nerfed by the fact that I have to speak super low in order to sound normal. But boy, am I a genius. No, don't. No, not the dynamite. Not like this. We would download an Oni, as you should. I'm a fan of that. Okay. Sorry, I saw Reina's question because of her name being in blue. Crazy. First Kaya, now you know Hanamizuki is filled with TNT. That's true, we were all just one step away from blowing up. I kinda like the deep voice. Oh, hey. You like this, huh? I feel like this is not the level of which deep voice should be. I am definitely currently like Yukun if puberty. Just because there's still like a little bit of like a gravel and like a rasp. I don't think this is the most attractive low voice that I can do, but we are in like the Ikamen-ish range because I'm speaking from the chest. Why are you guys getting flustered? Stop. Reina, not you too! Please! What is this? How am I supposed to answer questions when you guys are just sitting there getting flustered at everything I say? Kavate on me? Okay, bet. That's what we're doing during our off collab, by the way. I may be much shorter than you, but I'm going to Kavate on. That is a promise. What about being flushed? Have you seen the chat? That's literally all that's happening right now. Kavate on challenge. Yuno sounds so cool. Hello, Shiicho. What is happening here? I guess I'm Kavate-oning everybody in kawaii. This is my new promise. It should have been me. You being Kavate-oned or you Kavate-oning Reina? What is the situation here? Please elaborate. Answer the class. Hi, Yuno. Pira, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Welcome to the Oni Lights. Welcome, welcome. Some of you might be repeats after getting gifted, but you know, welcome to the Oni Lights regardless. Yuno isn't sick, she is just metamorphizing into a blue woman and this is the first symptom. Oh no, the first symptom is me losing my nerd voice and becoming cool. I'm gonna recover from my laryngitis and instead of sounding normal, I'm gonna just be naturally lower and everyone's gonna be like, whoa, what happened here?
May the Oni Lights guide you back to me.
Who is this girl in the alerts? I sound so different. Kabbai down with leg to show true dominance. True.
Oni Lights guide you back to
You're
me.
so right. Mommy arc incoming. Not the mommy. If that happens, it is so over for me. We'll see, we'll see. Sometimes laryngitis does kind of impact the voice in those kinds of ways. We will see. But when I talk, I kind of talk a little bit nasal, so I feel like even if my voice goes a bit lower, I'll still sound a little bit nerdy. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your interest in nerds. What was I doing? Christ, I didn't even get to the questions in the box. Okay, okay. Let me actually try and answer some of these. Okay, okay. She's evolving. Yeah, I'm in the, I'm on the like the Pokemon screen. Like, I'm still in the screen where I'm, like, shifting between my two forms. Yuno parentheses green and Yuno parentheses blue. I'll come out of this a blue woman. Beta cancel, no! Don't do this to me! What if when I become a blue woman I get taller? That's so messed up. Why would you cancel my evolution? How could you do that? I'm just sitting here minding my business. Okay. So the first question in the Q&A box is favorite historical time period or place. This is a very interesting question for me because I don't really label things by that. I used to really like the medieval and Renaissance eras a lot, though. I am a person who dreams of going to a Ren fair. I really like those eras because I like to think about the older myths and legends and stuff from that time. Renaissance period is also just a fun place to be, but I think I would choose medieval if I had to pick something specific. I like the idea of knights and nobles and court jesters and the whole shebang of castle regency era shenanigans, basically. Lady Knight Yuno. Oh, I would love to be a knight. That would be fun. I would love to be a knight. Interesting how medieval is always so popular. There's just something about it. I don't know how to explain it, but you're right that it's very popular. I feel like that's an answer a lot of people give. Not that I know why. I don't know how any of that stuff works. I just like it. That's all I know. But I've liked it for a really long time. I've never really changed my interest in the time period. Okay. How does one become as amazing as Yuno? Firstly, you applied to production kawaii. You basically, I don't want to say, how do I word this? You apply to production kawaii and you, tell them that you really like writing and performing and that that's kind of your thing. And then you get in somehow and then, you're somehow surrounded by a bunch of cute girls and you have imposter syndrome. That's about it. Is this the actual second question? Yes, it literally is. I'm not lying. Why would I lie? What would I gain from lying about this? I promise you I am not lying. But Yuno is a cute girl? Who? That's not true. Listen to this voice and say that I'm a cute girl. I am a handsome, ikemen right now. I think most of us have that, but we are all cute girls. I mean, that's true. I do think this is kind of a natural feeling to get, in the biz, as it were. It often feels like, how did I get here? How did I accomplish this? Don't point at me! I'm not a cute girl. Right now, I sound like whatever this is. Whatever this creature is, that is what I am right now. I don't know. I'm working on figuring out the things that make me cute. Where can I get your sexy low voice? Get laryngitis. Just get laryngitis. That's the advice. It'd be like that. Yuno is cute. Ugh, stop it. Grr. Cute and cool simultaneously. No! Not the duality of man. Not true. That is not the duality of the Buno. Grr, she says. Where do I buy a laryngitis? Do you have something that you're passionate enough about to talk about for 4 hours straight? It takes 4 hours, but you will get laryngitis, I promise. You're certified kawaii, this is true. Once you get into the cute girl company, it makes you a cute girl by default. You are correct in this. Okay. Alright, I can guess why this is coming up, but would you eat a pizza with fries as a topping? Yes. Yes, I would. To be fair, when I eat pizza normally, I already eat it with potato wedges. Putting fries on the pizza is just combining the two things that I order. It's not that far off from what I usually consume when I eat pizza. So, sure. Why not? It's just extra carbs. That sounds amazing. Well, apparently that's something they do in Italy, allegedly, according to a certain debut that happened recently. Potato wedges is a good idea too. What do you think about kebab pizza? Again, I also don't think that that's bad either. It is just more meat on top of a pizza. What is pizza if not a vehicle for meat and cheese and sauce? You're just adding another kind of meat on it that is covered in a different sauce, I guess, but not that strange. It's called American style pizza. That is very funny. I do like how they think that that is American, even though no places in America really do that, as far as I know. Right way to think about it? It's also a vehicle for mushrooms sometimes. Do you not like mushrooms? I like mushrooms. I don't really have them on pizza that often, but mushrooms are okay. Personally had pizza with tater tots and chicken. That sounds good. Please do not make me crave pizza. Dang it. I'm trying to be calm. I cannot start indulging in like food and delivery stuff until like I have like a little bit longer. I have to wait. I must resist the temptation. I will be strong. I will be strong. Okay. So, okay, pizza with fries is a topping. Answered that. Haven't had dinner yet. Not today, no. I chose to take a danger nap before stream instead of eating. 1, because I wasn't hungry. 2, because I thought that maybe if I napped, I would be able to conserve my voice a little bit better. And that does seem to have worked, because I don't think I sound as, gone as I did before. I sounded pretty bad earlier, but I think the nap helped a little bit. So, in the end, that was probably the right choice, but this means I will have to eat after stream. I will be consuming food, for sure. For now, I will just, power through. Okay. What's the longest time you've spent writing in a single session? And did you surprise yourself with how long you spent writing without taking a break? Longest time I've spent in a writing session, probably not counting the stuff that I've done for kawaii, because those are usually done on streams, and streams tend to go for a while also. I think the longest time I ever spent writing like one solid thing was I think it was like 6 hours. I remember because it was an all-nighter. I had to finish this paper for a class and I had to pull an all-nighter for it. I think it was like 6 straight hours of writing before I realized I was hungry. And then I had to go out at like 1 or 2 a.m. to get food. It's always a good time to get food, I think. The late night hour. I got like a really greasy burger and like a bucket of fries, and that was how I like treated myself to food after getting through a bulk of my paper. It wasn't like an actual like informative essay. It was like a story, but it was pretty long and I needed to like really power through that, so I like blinked and 6 hours passed. Sounds great. It was great. I miss doing that kind of thing. It's a lot harder to do nowadays on this side of Onigashima. But no, it was really good. It was a nice little treat. Okay. Did you surprise yourself? To say I was surprised would be a little bit inaccurate. It was more just like, oh, I knew I spent a long time, but I didn't realize it was that long. That was kind of more what it was. Like, I knew it had been a while, but when I saw the actual time, I was like, oh, how did I get this far? And that's also where I had my, you guys know that I don't feel hungry very easily, so that I had the realization, like, oh, I, like, wrote entirely through dinner and into the late night hours, and then my stomach was like, oh yeah, we didn't eat, did we? Grr, rrr, 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 I'm so hungry, grr, feed me, grr, bark, 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 grr, food. So I immediately went from, like, not feeling hungry to feeling, like, voraciously hungry. That's why I ended up eating such a big treat meal. Okay. How's that question? Thank you for the questions, by the way. Okay, Sheena or Rain as the #1 waifu. Persea as #1 daughter for sure. I think my preference is Sheena. I like Rain, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the fact that she is specifically Lloyd's teacher makes their dynamic always just a little bit weird for me. Like, I do think that they are cute together. I see value in, like, pairing them up. But I think that in terms of, like, dynamics for Lloyd, Sheena balances him out really well. You like Rain? I like Reina, yes. I do like you, but I don't pair you with Lloyd Irving from Tales of Symphonia. But no, I do like Rain. I don't think she pairs with Lloyd very well. Sheena is the better choice because I think Sheena just balances Lloyd in a way probably even better than how Colette balances Lloyd. Playing through the game again and going down the Colette path, I do understand why Colette is considered canon. But, like, I think that Sheena just has a better personality to, like, what's it called? To, like, bounce off him, I guess, or, like, keep him in line. I think that the two of them they have, like, a more fun dynamic, because even when Lloyd is, like, dumb and oblivious, he still knows how to tease Sheena, which is really funny. And Sheena keeps getting, like, flustered and is all, like, soon. But when she's deadish, she's, like, really good at, like, protecting him, and they can, like... They both can kick butt and take names really in, like, a really cool way. Not that Colette can't, but I do think that Colette is a little bit too damsel-y, and a lot of their dynamic is just sacrificing each other. Overly sacrificing left and right, and I feel like that would get kind of tiring in a relationship after a while. But yeah, between Sheena and Rain, I would choose Sheena. Personally. Okay. So this is the Reina Sun question. Reina Sun asks, hello? Why do you sound like you love chocolate? I remember chocolate. I always hated it. Because I'm sick, Reina Sun. I have laryngitis. They're selling chocolate. What are they selling? You're right, I can't do a really good impression of that right now. That's a little bit silly. When I was first sick, I could do the "when will you learn that your actions have consequences?" Now I sound like the chocolate grandma. That question is so Rena. Yeah. That's a great idea. I feel like you're getting a lot of ideas right now, and I feel I should be afraid. Yeah, that's your answer. Chocolate. Okay. Forget the diabetes and internet memes. What would be your go-to carbs and carbs meal? Okay, so hear me out. There was an order that I used to get at... I don't want to name drop the restaurant, but like there's a certain restaurant where I would get an order of mac and cheese, a grilled cheese sandwich, the cheese Danish, and then I would get like a iced coffee. It would be like a blended iced mocha coffee thing, like one of the like blended like frappuccino style coffees. Anyway, so listen. Carbs on carbs, but also cheese on cheese on cheese. It was called my cheese meal, and I convinced a friend to order it with me once, and they were like, "This is the most indulgent thing I've ever had, but it's delicious. We'll be doing this again." So when I think of like carbs on carbs, that's the immediate thought that I have. I used to eat that all the time. You know, 2 cheese Hanaki. You know, cheese of cheese, probably. Sounds delicious. When I make that my birthday meal. Hell yeah. It's yummy. It's definitely like worth it. I would get it all the time. It was literally such a problem. I haven't had it in a long time though, because the place where I used to get it, they stopped selling the cheese Danish, so I can't really do it anymore, which is such a bummer. Such a shame. Because that cheese Danish was so good. Alas though. Do you like baked mac and cheese? Not really. I prefer stovetop mac and cheese. Okay, baked mac and cheese is okay. But if I had to choose, I would choose something that's more goopy. Cheese on carbs into cheese and carbs to cheese on top of carbs, I kneel. Look, I'm a very indulgent person. I said this during the weird food OniMon, I think, but like, I feel like as long as you eat it in moderation, you should be allowed to indulge in food. Food is meant to be enjoyed. As long as you are nourishing your body, it's okay. I wasn't eating that every single day, but I would eat it like basically once a week as like a little treat. Yeah, moderation is key for sure. Put mac and cheese in your grilled cheese. I have done that before too. It was just a bit too messy, so I think I do prefer eating them separate. But I have combined them before too. And it was pretty good. Just messy. Yeah. Rough day, cheese it. Me for real. Me literally for real. If it has cheese, she's combined it. Yeah. Cheese slices and cheese slices and cheese slices. Yep. Ever had a burger where the buns are grilled cheese? What? That sounds delicious. No, I haven't. I want it, though. I want that right now, though. I feel mac and cheese and burgers go huge. Ugh, you're so right. Also very, very messy, but delicious. You haven't? No, I haven't. What do you mean grilled cheese is the buns? That sounds so good. The closest thing I've had that's like a weird burger is like a donut burger, where the buns were donuts. That was also delicious. Don't knock it till you try it. The sweetness of the glazed donut counters the savoriness of the burger ingredients very well. It has to be a bacon cheeseburger though, because the bacon is really what like ties it together. It's basically fair food, yeah, and we've established I like fair food. Yeah, and what's your point? And what would be your point exactly? That was my favorite burger at Jack in the Box, but they discontinued it. No, that's so lame. I can imagine Yuno being small compared to a massive mac and cheese on cheese burger that she's trying to eat. Yeah, that would be something that happens to me for sure. I love big portions. I will do my best to finish it though, because I don't like wasting food. Grilled cheese with a patty and tomato, etc. on top with a grilled cheese on top of that instead of top bun. That's so crazy. The layers sound wild. Cheese comas ever happen? Very occasionally. I feel like I just know how to turn the food into energy. Sometimes I will get a cheese coma, but not frequently. Probably because I ate it so often, my body got kind of used to it and just would turn it into energy properly. Okay, let me go back to the questions. Oh, wow. Speaking of cheese, I can't believe there is a convenient placing of cheese right there. Let me just go yoink that real quick. Oh no, I am caught in the mouse trap. How could this have happened? Nobody could have foreseen this. Is it fair to assume you like 4-cheese pizza? Kind of. Usually my go-to pizza just has pepperoni and sausage on top of like a regular amount of cheese. But I have had 4-cheese pizza before and it was good. But I need something else to cut through the cheese sometimes. Do you remember to poke air holes? Are there supposed to be air holes? Oh no. Have you done a cheese ranking yet? No. I haven't really done a lot of rankings of food stuff. Mostly because I feel like that's a little bit overdone. I'm not really sure if my opinions would matter in the grand sea of things. We all know the bait for you is Ultimate Boys. Also true. That would be the best way. Alright, I need to snooze my Slack really quickly. They're goofing off in the Slack right now. Do this for 2 hours. No more notifications, please, girlies. Specifically because the pop-up window for Slack keeps covering up the bottom of chat, so I can't see the more recent messages. Guys, please. I'm trying to read my chat. Me who didn't pause my notifications beforehand. Girlies, please. More Ooga Booga? No, it wasn't management. It was specifically the chat with the girls. Who's goofing off? I mean... Do I name names? I don't think it matters. Type quicker so Yuno can see our words. Oh no! Chat's gonna go mewing. You could do a funny one like which cheese is the most dateable. Wait, you might be onto something. Hold up. Maybe I should rank cheese by their ultimate archetypes. Wait, you're so right. You're so onto something here. That would be such a stupid stream. 10 out of 10 though, I would do it. Pull out the whiteboard. So true. We'll have to do that kind of thing when I actually feel better though, because that would also be a stream of lots of yapping. You know, the ultimate VTuber. Everything I touch turns into an ultimate concept. Ranking cheese, what ultimate point it would be is a stream only Yuno could make. My niche, I found it. Do you need to rest your voice? I have laryngitis. If you're wondering. If you're new and you don't know. I have laryngitis right now. I over-yapped about Ultimate Boys on Friday, and ever since then my voice has been kind of dead. But I am okay. I've been resting lots. I rested basically the entire day to make sure I could talk for this stream. Worth it. Yeah, exactly. You know me. You know how I am. Okay, let me go back to actually answering questions. Let me Google that. You don't know what laryngitis is? Damn. Bro's never had laryngitis before. That's crazy. I feel like everyone's had laryngitis at least once. What I'm getting at is anime boys are harmful. No! No! They are not harmful. They did not do this to me. I did this to myself because I love them. Only the OGs remember normal voice, you know. It's been dozens of hours. So true. Who is she? Every time my alerts play, I'm just like, who is that? I don't know if we're ever getting that girl back. Okay. So that's the carbs on carbs question. Alright, this question's a bit of a gimme, but it says, how excited are you for Reina's solo live and the Ionia live concert? I mean, of course I'm excited. Why would I not be excited? The only thing that I guess is that I do feel a little bit of FOMO because it's kind of cool that everybody gets to, like, go to Japan for the preparation and stuff. Like, I think that part of it's pretty cool. But, like, other than that, I am mostly hype. I think it's really cool that it's free concerts. I like the fact that there's more free concerts. I feel like that's better for the audience as well as for us getting our names out there in general as well. So personally, I'm really excited. I know Reina is a really good dancer. and is like a really good performer, so I'm excited to see what she's gonna do for her solo live. Very, very excited for her. And then I know that Aonia, they definitely deserve to have a solo group only concert. I'm excited to see what kind of combinations we're gonna get. I assume there's probably gonna be interesting mixes of like duets. It'd be nice if there were some trios too, maybe, but I wonder if that would be a bit too much, like, unit shuffling, but I'm excited for more Aonia songs and shenanigans between the members of Aonia, because I think that their dynamic together is really funny. So that'll be fun too. But yeah, overall I am quite excited. I think it would be hard to not be excited. It is a good summer to be a kawaii fan. And to be in kawaii too, because we get to sit here and be like, whoa, cool. Are you contributing anything for either concert? Well, I can confidently say no. Nope, no involvement. Not really. Just kinda, I get to watch these ones. Did he give everyone a bunny girl dealer outfit shuffle away? Man, could you imagine the surprise 3D model reveal of bunny girl outfits? That would be wild. Contributing your love, that's also that's technically true. You're right. So true. You'll have your own concert someday. Bold of you to assume I want one. Because, I don't really see myself having one. At least not one by myself. I feel like maybe the most I would get is like a Hanamizuki one. I don't really see myself doing a solo live. I don't know if I could carry a whole solo live by myself. I'm baby, please understand. Is it common for people to get laryngitis? I wouldn't say common. If you don't talk properly, or if you talk for too long, or you do a bunch of things that strain your voice, acute laryngitis is likely to happen. And then it lasts for like a while, like a few days to like a week or two. But like 3 weeks is the maximum. It's not common. It's just, it can happen. And like I said, I overreact. I talked a lot during that stream, more so I think than I usually do. I like how all of you really want me to be on a stage at some point. I would get such stage fright. I don't know if I could do it. Does Yuno dance? I actually do really like dancing. I'm very good at learning the dances for, like, Just Dance and stuff. I've always been kind of good at those sorts of, like, dancing games. I'm good at, like, reading movements before they show up on screen, I guess. Like, I was really good at following the cues instinctively and, like, sight reading the dance maps. I was always kind of interested in doing dance at one point, but I just never got the opportunity to. Weren't you a performer before being whisked away to Onigashima? Yeah, but I've never said what kind of performer now, did I? I have never elaborated. You guys just know that I'm a performer. You don't know what I performed. You know nothing. Need fan dance? You know, a fan dance would be so fun. See, we're comedians. Shut up! Shut up! No, I was not a comedian. I think, you know, Rakugo would be cool. Interesting, interesting. I'm keeping it in mind, I guess. I don't really... I was told you were a comedian. What? Who told you that? Who said this? Who is out there spreading lies? Who said this about me? What the frick? I am not a comedian. Anyways, I don't know. The odds of me getting a solo live, I don't know if I would want one. If I participate in, like, a big group thing, I guess that would be different, but I don't know. I am stage fright. Stage fright, my beloved. There's other positions I would rather have than being like a performer on the stage like that. I don't know if I'm good enough. But we're not gonna get into all that. This is not the stream to be a negative Nancy. This is just meant to be a chill Q&A. Ahem. No, not the tomatoes, please. I don't need it right now. I haven't told a single pun. You should be proud of me. I have been so strong and brave, and also really cool and cute. No tomatoes. Anyway. Why are our souls connected by fate? Everyone always asks, did you know our souls are connected by fate? But no one thought to ask why. I mean, if you want a serious answer, when I first came up with like the tagline, I wanted to have more things to do with like destiny and like the red string of fate tied into my lore. This is actually like a fun fact about my autograph, but there are aspects of it that are meant to kind of look like strings to kind of like show the like red string of fate concept. I do plan to incorporate more of that into like my future lore content and things like that. But I've always loved the red string of fate concept and like things adjacent to it. So I kind of like the thought of talking about souls being connected because, you know, there is some sort of like fate that is pulling the viewers to the streamer, you know? Like, you usually will end up finding me by some strange twist of fate, whether it be seeing a stream in your related videos or because you're actually interested in like seeing a new kawaii talent or whatever. In a way, all of this is just fate. Like, fate led us to this point eventually. I do kind of believe in things like fate and destiny and the like, so I kind of wanted to incorporate that into my overall like lore and concept, so that's why. Sorry if that's cheesy. So you're saying our souls are connected by fate? I am. Crazy, isn't it? You never would have guessed. Who could have ever known? Okay. Does being in nature make your sickness feel better or worse? There's clean air, but there's also pollen. I haven't really gone outside since I got sick. I haven't gone outside since I got sick, so I don't really know if fresh air would make it better or worse. I'm just kinda chilling. But I will reiterate, my throat does not hurt. I know I sound like crap, but my throat does not hurt. It is not sore. I am capable of swallowing. I am capable of consuming food without wanting to die. It's really just my voice is tired. That's what laryngitis is. It is nothing really to do with a sore throat, although sore throat often accompanies it. But like for me at least, I'm not really having that symptom. It's just my voice is tired. My voice is very sleepy. I just accidentally sent a comment in the question box. No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I just won't read it. Time to get a new voice at Target. So true. You sound like a heavy smoker. I know. I am aware. Don't act like I don't know. But I take this over what I sounded like during my previous streams where I sounded like a 12-year-old trying to play Call of Duty. Like a sexy smoker voice? I don't know about that. Voice needs a nap. I've been giving it a nap. This thing won't get better. No leaking. I'm not leaking. I'm just saying that I sounded particularly goofy the other day. Anyways. Ugh. What was your reaction when you listened to your voice? I laughed so hard. That was so funny. Especially when I squeaked. Oh my god. So funny. I'm just like, oh my goodness. I cannot believe it was this bad. Why did I stream? My voice barely existed. At least today, I haven't really been like disappearing. Granted, because I'm talking lower, but like before when I was doing it, I was constantly like disappearing. My voice was just croaking into non-existence. And then whenever I laughed, it was just like this very quiet squeak. I was just like, what is this hamster noise? I haven't checked the stream yet, but I really want to. You should. It's a pretty funny VOD. Especially when I have my little, my baby rage at the game in question. There's some pretty funny moments. Anyway, those of you that aren't members, this is your reminder that you can access the VOD if you are a Tier 2 or Tier 3 member. You should consider becoming a member if you haven't already, or upgrading from Oni Light to one of the higher tiers if you want. The Twitter update video was such a different Yuno from the Otome stream. I know, right? It's so drastically different. I am doing my best. I'm getting through it. Sick shill smoker voice Buno. Hey, I gotta do what I can. I gotta do what I gotta. Marketing. Oh, Gary, thank you for becoming Shadowfire. You now have access to the VOD. Congratulations. Shiro-kun, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Oni Squeak Taskaru. Yeah, it did get pretty squeaky. See, it works. Yeah, see? Marketing. Hands work, who knew? Whoa, crazy. I guess I should shill more often. Is it because it's the smoker voice specifically? Is this better than when I talk to you guys in my nerd voice? Hey, you should consider becoming a Tier 2 or Tier 3 member. I think that'd be pretty cool. I need to wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment for what? Concerning. Concerning. This voice sounds more commanding. I see. Well, remember what I said about how, like, when you speak from the chest, it's, like, more supported, so it's a more full sound. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm speaking from the chest because that avoids a lot of the squeakiness, I guess is the best way to put it. It's the one way to sound more solid, even if I still sound like a smoker or whatever. Time to make a short video ad with a smoker voice. Oh my god. That'd be so dumb. But funny. But dumb. But funny. Anyway. Okay, so that was the being in nature question. How long do questions take to go through? Like in the Q&A box? They should show up like basically automatically. Daniel Smith, thank you for being a member of Shadowfire for 2 months? No, 6 months. I can read. Numbers are confusing. This is not a paid advertisement for the Yuno Hanaki channel. All words are my own. Names have been altered to protect the Oni scent. I get it! The Oni scent! Ha ha ha. That's a good one. I like it. Also, what do you mean names have been changed? The one name that you mentioned is Yuno Hanaki. That name wasn't changed at all. What the hell? You didn't change shit. That's messed up. Where's my tomato? I don't know. You have to find it. This is a bring your own tomato event, buddy. BYOT. It was changed for Bruno? What do you mean? Swears in this voice are funnier? No. No one will take me seriously. Might want to get a suitcase ready. Oh no, I have to change locations. Gary, thank you for being a member for 6 months. You have not been a member of Shadowfire for 6 months, but thank you for being a member for 6 months regardless. Have you ever thought about using your writing skills to create merch aside from voice packs? There isn't really a lot of merch that you can make besides voice packs. Unfortunately. At least in like the VTuber space. I have said this before, but VTubering is a very like visual space. There isn't a lot of space for writing. We have jokingly talked about me making like a physical version of the $1 one sentence story that I am writing alongside the Damadachi right now. We've thought about making that into some form of limited merchandise as like a joke. But other than that, there isn't really a lot of options for other kinds of merchandise. At least not that I can think of. So, kinda no.
May the only lights guide you back to me.
KJ, thank you for being a member for 7 months. I'm so happy to be Shadowfire for 2 months. Have you only been Shadowfire for 2 months? Now I'm confused. I don't know. I'd be so down for a couple of short stories you write and getting prints of them like a collection. I see. I will make a note of this for future purposes. Are we all posting our milestones today? You know, cute. Thank you, Omatherius, for being a member for 7 months. Been Shadowfire for all 7? That's what I thought. But the message threw me off. I was like, oh no. Time to write Oni Potter in the Shaper Channel of Secrets. Please. Would be nice for my Yuno shrine to just have a bookshelf of your writings. Oh man. You have a Yuno shrine? I never thought that would happen. An actual Yuno book, maybe some stationery with a little Yuno on it. That was actually something that I discussed when it came to potential birthday merch. That one didn't go through, but we chose the desk mat instead. But I was thinking about something related to like stationery, because stationery is fun.
May the only lights guide you back to me.
Hello, chest voice. Yuno Hanaki convinced me to be a T2 member. You should too. Definitely not been here long. Definitely not sponsored. Thank you for being a member for 7 months. You guys need to stop doing this to me. I'll never get anything done because I'd be staring at Yuno all day. But no, we were talking about a form of stationery. I had like ideas for like a I mean, I might still go through with this, so I don't know if I should say it, but I guess it doesn't matter. It's not for another like several bajillion months, but like I thought about like a planner or a calendar or something of like one of those like write-in calendars, not like a calendar, but like I guess it would really just be a planner, but like a planner or like an organizer that's like Yuno themed, because I do a lot of like I did. I'm not really doing it anymore, but a lot of like work and productivity streams. So my thought was like I could have like a Yuno branded planner that would allow you to like stay organized and like on top of all of your tasks. Like me. It would be like an island task planner. That would be the theming of it. So it would be like Onigashima themed, and then also like a bunch of like Yuno symbols and maybe some form of Yuno artwork. That was my thought. I wasn't sure how many people would actually be interested in that kind of thing, so I kind of shied away from it. A Yuno calendar with a picture of you every month. That's a lot of art. I don't know if we can get that much art for it. We would have to find someone willing to draw that many bunos for a relatively decent price. I don't know if we could do it. I don't know if we could do it. It would have OniMon pre-marked in it. Probably. It wouldn't tell you what the theme is, but it would tell you Monday would always be OniMon. So it'd probably have like little demon horns on it or something. I think it'd be cute. I think that there would be something cute if there's like just like seasonal Yunos, like maybe like a Yuno chibi for each season. Like spring, summer, fall, winter. And then that Yuno is just always like on the corner of each page of like the planner. I also think it would be cool to maybe have like a pack of stickers so you could decorate it with stickers. This is a thought that I had. I wasn't sure if it would be feasible or if there would be enough demand. But if you guys are interested in it, I can definitely keep that in mind for the next time I get to discuss merch. I will make another mental note. Little autumn Oni with a scarf and leaves. So cute. A really Oni-fied Yuno for October. What did Onimama say when she heard you? She was just like, you need to stop getting sick. How are you supposed to get your work done if you're sick? And I was just like, good point, I guess. Beach Yuno for the summer months. Yeah, you get a little beach TV. Maybe Yuno in like one of those white beach dresses. Like those white sundresses that girls wear. I think that could be cute. And then like a sun hat. Missed the memo for milestones, my bad, guys. Thank you, Miss J2K, for being a member for 1 month. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I'll keep it in mind that you guys would actually be down for a planner or something. But I really wanted to have like a office themed like merch thing. I've said this before. I said this when we were talking about the desk mat, but I really like merch that is like useful and practical. I also like it when it can be like subtle. Because even though the planner would be like Yuno themed, obviously, and like Onigashima themed because of the island task concept, I think that it would be subtle enough that you could use it in everyday life and people wouldn't think that it was like VTuber merch, you know? I would want the outside cover to be subtle. Maybe it would just have like my watermark on the front or something. So it would just look like a cool symbol. Follow your VTuber merch. Can have a little flipbook animation on the corners. Oh, that sounds like it would be a lot to draw, though. I don't know about that one. I think the closest we could do would be commissioning someone to draw a couple chibis and then putting the chibis in the book. Maybe. I don't know. It'll be easier to talk about the semantics once I can actually talk about merch. This is all just wishful thinking right now. Planner better have one Sunday with horns. No, it's gonna be Monday that has the horns. There will be no Sundays with horns because there's no Oni sun. Stop it. But yeah, I was thinking it would either be something like that or maybe a habit tracker. I don't know if you guys know what habit trackers are, but it's like a way to keep track of your actual, like your daily productive habits that are like promoting a healthy lifestyle or whatever. So like a Yuno themed one where like you get a bunch of Yuno stickers where it's like a Yuno drinking water to show that you hydrated. Or like that kind of thing. But that one might feel a little bit less useful. Maybe there would just be a pack of stickers for that kind of thing. Or it would be like an add-on to the planner. We'll figure this out eventually. So the Oni puddle. No! Stop it. Anyways. Let me go back to the questions. Okay. Because I'm getting distracted. You guys are asking me questions in the main chat and not in the Q&A spot. Distraction. Is there any piece of media or literature you would like to forget so you could discover it again? If so, do you think the lack of nostalgia would affect your enjoyment of it? That's tough. You would like to forget so you could discover it again. I guess maybe to an extent. I think it would be nice to discover, like, Idler 7 again. I was into Idler 7 since the moment the concept was announced. Because I'm a big fan of Arina Tanemura. Those of you who don't know, Arina Tanemura drew the manga for Full Moon Osagashite. She's also the creator of Kamikaze Kaitojin and things like that. And she was the main character designer for Idler 7. When I saw that she was drawing a Josei Muke series and that it was like Idol Boys, I was like, oh no, this is made for me. This is my whole, it was made for me. So I got excited from the very beginning, like the moment even the concept was announced. So I've been with Idler 7 since the very beginning. The absolute beginning. And I think it'll be kind of fun to like try to get into it now because there's so much more available. Like there's so much more music. There's so much more, what's it called? There's just like lots more like multimedia stuff available compared to what there was in the beginning. Because in the beginning it was just like the game. They didn't really branch out into other media just yet. So, I think it would be cool to experience what it's like now. However, I do think the nostalgia being gone would kind of like ruin a lot of things. Because like the fact I was there from the beginning is I saw a lot of like changes and like growth from the beginning. A lot of those things have been phased out since then because they had initial plans and then they got changed when people latched on to different aspects of the series. So there's like a lot of things that I feel like would be lost if I got into it now versus back then. This is a distraction. Thank you, Raiden, for the $2 super chat.
It's a super chat.
Also,
That
Oni
means it
Stan,
deserves a super
you actually
jingle.
have an icon of me, so I am very thrown off by this. And yes, that is a distraction. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Distraction, you say. What is this?
It's a super chat.
Who
That
is
means
this
it deserves
account?
a super jingle.
Who did this? But yeah, that's my answer to that question. I love Idler 7 though. It's something I'm very passionate about. If I ever did like a lore deep dive onto something, it would probably be Idler 7. But kind of waiting until we at least watch the anime together before I really unleash my unhinged nature regarding i7. Although don't be surprised if I cover a lot of i7 songs, because i7 songs are bangers. The song that they actually just released this month for Nagi's birthday is really, really good, and they're all holding fans, which makes me think that there's a fan dance. And that's exciting for me, and I need that. Who indeed? I really don't know. I'm gonna go crazy. Hold on, I can check your channel activity. Who are you? Man, there's literally nothing though. Frick. Alex Jacobo, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Read this if you are cute. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't mean to read it, but I'm not cute. It's fresh? That's not true. It says that they joined 10 months ago. So it's not entirely fresh. I just don't know who it is. Somebody rebranded an old channel. Squinting. God, I really did. I played myself. Was that mysterious mass Tamagotchi? I truly have no idea. Whoever they are, though, I love that for them. Okay, next question. If you could have any type of merchandise at no cost, what would you choose? Okay, clarification. Is this merchandise of Buno? Or is this merchandise that I could own of something? Because, like, to branch off the i7 tangent, I would buy all of the i7 merch on the planet. Every i7 item, mine now. Yes? You can't clarify. You weren't the one who asked the question. Granted, I don't know if the person who asked it is still here. Buono, I assume, but wasn't my question. Fair. Well, I mean, this is something I had on my goals on my debut slides, if you will recall. But I did say that I really wanted an Nendoroid. But I think either a Nendoroid or a scale figure. I think I would like a... I don't know which company I would want to have make my scale figure, though. The figures that I have, many of them are Kotobukiya. But I don't really know... That doesn't necessarily mean I would want it to be Kotobukiya. I'm not sure. Not the freaking Funko Pops again. Get out of here. No trace. No trace. Don't mention Funko Pops in my presence. You should have learned your lesson. The last time somebody brought up Funko Pops, I timed them out for 5 minutes. You're lucky I just deleted your messages. You're on thin ice. You say those cursed words in my chat again and you're getting the hammer. Frick out of here with all that. Funko Pop, Yuno Hanaki, how dare you? How dare you? If the day ever comes and management is like, oh, Yuno, we have the opportunity to partner with Funko Pops. Would you like a Yuno Hanaki Funko Pop? I'll be like, no. Straight up, no. No. So close to heaven, but no cigar. Why do you want this? You guys are so dumb. No pop, noted, soda only. I call it pop, though. But no, I don't want a Funko Pop. I know that was a joke, but no Funko Pop. But yeah, I want, like, a scale figure. If like, money wasn't an issue, I would want a scale figure. How about a Yuno Fumo? That could also be cute. A Yuno, like, Nesoberry could also be adorable. I like Nesoberries because I like Love Live, and I love the Love Live Nesos. But yeah. A lot of the figures I own are Kotobukiya, and I do kind of like their quality. My Colette and Zelos figure, because I do have figures of those two. They're Kotobukiya. They're really nice. I like them. But yeah, I think a Yuno Neso would be cute. A scale figure would be nice. Ultimate goal would be a Nendoroid, because I feel like people are more likely to get, like, a Nendo. So that's kind of like what I am thinking right now. If money was no object, I would have them, like... I would have them, like, mass produce that stuff. Nesoberries and Fumo plushies would be super cute. A Yuno cardboard? You mean like a cutout? That does technically already exist. That guy who made cutouts of a bunch of VTubers made one for all of Kawaii. Technically that already exists. And it's funny because they made Mamie super tall because of her hat. They went by the fact that her height is listed with the hat included. So they made Mamie, like, stupid tall. I saw you on an Instagram post on his account. Yeah. Just Yuno-themed cardboard. Okay, but a Yuno Hanaki branded, like, box would be funny. Like, you know, like, Cardbo? You know how there's, like, that one, like, Japanese, like, figure, like that guy called Cardbo? What if we just get one that's, like, Yuno-themed? Yuno-themed Cardbo. Ultimate collaboration. I talk about living in a box all the time, so it would be pretty on brand. You know? When I saw you during his walkthrough of his collection, I screamed Oni spotted. Yeah, it's always so funny to be like, oh, that's me. Whoa. Hey, I'm right there. Whoa. Donbo. Yeah, Donbo. Sorry, I remembered Cardbo because I was thinking about the translation in Yotsuba. Yotsuba and... I could buy Yuno's box. For the low price of a lot of money. Imagine one of those shoebox dioramas, but it's decorated like Yuno's box. Wait, that'd be really cute. That would be a really cute concept, actually. Anyway, getting distracted again. I need to answer these questions. There's so many. Okay. What's your approach with names when writing? Okay, this is where I sound like a crazy person, so you're gonna have to bear with me. You're just gonna have to bear with me while I talk about this, okay? But this is just genuinely how I write. Whenever I get inspired to write a new thing, I hear the character's voice in my head first. I do unironically hear the voices. I unironically hear the voices. In my head, I kind of have like a back and forth with the character, and they will usually be the one to tell me their name first. So usually it just kind of comes out of thin air. I don't think there's ever really been a situation where I've like chosen a name. Stop giving me pills. I'm fine. This is just how I write. It's just how it's always been. Perfectly reasonable place to start, especially if for you it works like a movie in your head. I do see a lot of the scenes play out in my mind's eye. Well, no, they kind of like introduce themselves and like eventually a name kind of manifests. Like it's just kind of like an instinct. And then once I figure that much out, it becomes a lot easier to like write their story, basically. I'm a very character-driven writer. That's why I have such realistic dialogue, I guess. But I'm very character-driven when it comes to writing stuff. So for me, it's always like characters first. To make up voices for the Domodachi too? No, not really. That would imply that I hear you guys in my head. Which I don't, not often. I don't make up voices for you guys. Granted, I have heard a few of you through the meet and greets, so I kind of know what some of you sound like. Not all of you. Some of you. Doesn't even dream about us. I think there is a healthy boundary there. I just haven't dreamed about you guys before. It is what it is. Last thing you need is us talking in your head. You're so right. I feel like if you guys were in my head, the running commentary would just be like, haha, you're too short. You can't reach up to get the noodles. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm sure you guys all have nice voices. But I personally only hear you guys in like my voice, you know? Like I'll read your messages. And I do think you guys have your own unique tones of voice probably, but I don't hear like unique voices for you individually. Yeah, I know how you talk. I just can't hear like what you would actually sound like. Anyway. So yeah, names just kind of come out of thin air for me. For the most part. There's the, what happens if I say an answer instead of asking a question? I already answered this, but I explode. What is the topping you would not eat on pizza? Anchovies. And donair pizza is very good. What the heck is a donair? Donair pizza. What the frick is this? It looks like it's a Canadian thing. What is it? I can't figure out what it's supposed to be. I googled, but it doesn't say. Oh, okay. Donair sauce, meat, fresh tomatoes, onion, and lettuce. The Donair sauce is unique in itself. You just can't beat a combination of evaporated milk, sweetened condensed milk, and garlic. Huh. Interesting. So it's like sweet and then it has like garlic in it? Basically a pita wrap with meat or falafel. Oh, I see. It doesn't sound appealing because of the 2 sweet milks. And then mixed with the garlic, but... I mean, I would be willing to try it if I had the opportunity to. Okay. If you had to pair Flynn with a girl, who would it be? Feel free to choose outside of Vesperia if you have to. If I had to pair Flynn with a girl, I mean, he and Estelle are cute. I would probably choose Estelle. If I had to choose somebody outside of Vesperia, you know, next question. So true. I could be so delusional right now and say me. I'm the only girl. No, we wouldn't be a good match. I think he would get so sick of me really fast. I think I would choose, I'm trying to think of, like, other Tails girls that might be a good fit. Huh. There honestly aren't a lot of good options. I think Estelle is probably the best choice for him. And, like, Estelle does, like, dote over him a lot. And there is, like, something kind of cute about, like, a knight and his princess being paired up. I think that's cute. I definitely like Flynn and Estelle more than I like Yuri and Estelle. But that's a conversation we'll have to have when we actually play Vesperia. 5 minutes without any self-deprecation. No, that wasn't me being self-deprecating. I genuinely think our personalities wouldn't match. Flynn is a very, like, rule-abiding, very, like, serious, and, like, he's kind, but he's very serious. And I kind of need someone who can be a little bit goofy with me. If we're gonna be real. I think he would get kind of sick of me making light of the situation a lot of the time. He's not a prude, but he's just, like... He takes things very seriously, and I feel like if there was ever, like, a tense situation... He would be the kind of guy who's like, you know, this is serious. Stop making jokes. And, like, I don't mind a guy who can be serious, but I want someone who would be able to at least, like, kind of enjoy and, like, banter with me when I'm being silly. So I don't actually think I'd be a good match for Flynn. I think Estelle's kind of the best match because she's sweet, and she dotes over him a lot, and he cares a lot about her safety. They have, like, a very wholesome base to go off of, and I think that their courtship would be very, like, wholesome. Which is cute, and I like that for them. So I guess it would be Estelle to answer that question. Decipher this. You know blush, you know laugh, you know dizzy, you know sweat, you know cry, you know pat. Tamanachi, Onibito, Shadowfire. So I guess that's basically me either having an emotional breakdown and or rambling about otome men and experiencing various emotions about otome men while the Damanachi just sit there and listen. That's my interpretation. Feel free to let me know if I'm right or wrong. How many Oni lights can you keep in a mason jar safely? Well, you guys are about the size of like a baseball or like a Pokeball kind of. Like a Pokeball when it's bigger. So, depending on the size of the mason jars aren't that big. I think we could maybe fit like 10 to 12 at most before you guys started getting too cramped. Technically you are balls of fire, but you are also solid. So you would eventually all get, like, cramped into the jar. So anywhere between 10 and 12, I think. Can we be condensed? I think so? I've never really thought that far. Are we squishy? Not really. Or just face out of the jar. So true. I put one of you in and you just phase back out. Or you possess the jar. You save space by possessing each other. You can't really possess each other as Oni lights. You can only, like, fuse or, like, possess each other if you're, like, trying to possess an object another Dominachi is possessing. Sort of. We can fit in a Pokeball. Are we Pokemon? In some ways, I guess you are equivalent to, like, a Litwick, maybe. Are you like little rocks and fire? No, you are, like, embodiment of souls. You are, like, you're literally just, like, a ghost orb. You are a fire ghost orb. Okay, next question. As the bean Oni, what's the best kind of beans? I hate beans. Next question. There's no best bean. They're all worst bean. I guess if you twisted my arm, coffee beans. And that's it. Okay. I had a burger with maple syrup on it once. I hated it, lol. Is there anything you thought sounded good but ended up tasting horrible? Thought that would taste good, but it tasted horrible. I can't really think of anything. Granted, it's probably because I don't really remember a lot of the food that I don't like. Usually if I don't like it, I'm just like, alright, bye. And it leaves my brain space. I mean, the closest example I can think of is the story I told when I discovered I have the soap gene with cilantro. I ordered pho because everything in it sounded delicious, but I had never had cilantro before. And then when I ate it, it tasted like dishwater. Hot dishwater. And everybody thought that I was being really rude because I called it hot dishwater. But it was just because I don't like cilantro. It was because cilantro tastes like soap to me. And there was just a lot of cilantro in the pho. Are you the type that finishes food if you don't like it, or do you leave it? It depends. If it's something that literally makes me want to throw up, I will not finish it. If it's something that I'm just like, oh, this isn't my favorite, then I will finish it. Like, if I think it's mid, or if I think it's not that great, I will finish it. But if I think I'm gonna gag if I eat any more of it, I don't force myself to. Even though I really do hate wasting food. Wasting food is one of my least favorite things to do. Usually, I will try to pawn it off to somebody else if I feel like I can't finish it. But it depends on the thing. Like, in that instance, since pho is a soup, can't really pawn that off to anybody else, because it's weird to share soup with someone. But no, if something's just like mid or a little bit below mid, I will try to finish it myself. I think if it isn't healthy, there's no point in finishing it. Yeah, exactly. Like, if I feel like it's actually gonna make me sick, or like if it's causing like an actual bad reaction, then I don't do it. Homies share soup? Ew. No, why would you share soup? Gross. I don't like that. You slurp soup, and like there's so much like... I'm not getting into this right now. Okay, which would you reserve for an entire day? A palace, a theme park, or a beach? Oh man. All of those sound so fun, that's the problem. I think ultimately I would choose the theme park because theme parks are where you deal with the most crowds. Beaches can get kind of crowded, but also there's plenty of beaches that are a lot more low-key if you really wanted to go to a beach for the day. And like a palace, you can just go on like a palace tour. Those aren't usually very crowded. The thing about theme parks is that one of the main setbacks of going to a theme park is that they're always so freaking crowded. You have to wait in line for so long. And it sucks. I would rather go to a theme park that is reserved, because then it would be... Yeah, it would be all to myself or me and like whatever group of friends I want to invite. Which would mean that we could do whatever we wanted, basically. And there would be no wait. I think the theme park would just be the better value. Imagine you running around a park with the Oni lights flowing behind you. Pretty accurate, I'd say. Man, I really want to go to a theme park. I've missed going. The last time I went was before the Panini. I really want to go again sometime. Man, oh man. Okay. What question would stump you the most? Anything that requires me to unpack my personality. I don't know enough about my own personality to make, like, accurate judgments a lot of the time, so... anything that would require me to think about myself. That's where I'd be like, and it would take a very, very long time. I worked one during Halloween and it was the most fun job I ever had. Oh, that sounds like a dream. That's another goal of mine that I have. I want to go to an amusement park during the Halloween season because they always make everything extra spooky. It sounds really fun. And as a thrill seeker when it comes to rides, I think it would be really cool to go on the spooky themed versions of rides. Just sounds fun. Okay, this is a bit of a gimme question. What is your anniversary or birthday, and do you have streams? Do you have your streams planned? So my anniversary is in October, middle of October, right in the middle of October. We do, or okay, I shouldn't say we. I shouldn't say we. This is more so me. I do have a few things planned. I don't know if I want to get too specific right now, because you guys do have to wait another like 4 months before you can really. Well, I guess technically even less. Oh shit, it's almost the end of June. But what I wanted to say is, you guys are gonna still have to wait a few months, but there's a lot planned. There's a lot, at least on my side. So I am planning at least for the anniversary. As for my birthday is February 3rd, which is Setsubun. Currently, I don't have any plans. I should. You would think that I would, but currently I have no plans for my birthday. I'm more focused on the anniversary right now. The anniversary is going to be pretty big. We have a pretty big set of things planned. I can't say any more than that. I want to, believe me, but I can't share it right now. So just know that it's big. Big and also huge. Yeah. It's gonna be exciting though. I think you guys are gonna be very excited about it. Because I feel excited about it. So you better be prepared. It's gonna be very, very big. Make sure you're ready in October. You know what needs to be prepared. Are you a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure enjoyer because you mentioned Fate? No. Just like how I am not a One Piece fan just because I come from Onigashima. Things exist outside of popular media. Please. Why do we make assumptions like this? Why are we like this, huh? But no, I've never had any interest in watching JoJo in any capacity. Okay, hipster. Yeah, and what about it? Compared to the half anniversary, is it bigger? That was already a ton. Yes, much bigger. Much bigger. More so on my side. I can't say anything about if Kaya is also planning big stuff. But we are planning big stuff. Onigashima is not a strong One Piece connection, it's just Kaya trolling. No! It's my manager! Sora thought that I am from Onigashima because of One Piece. That's a lot of much. Don't wear yourself out. I mean, I'm gonna be prepared. I'm probably going to get a bit of rest before the things in question, but it's going to be big, and you guys need to be prepared. It's gonna be pretty wild. That's a new one? Oh no. Yeah, so like very early on, when I was talking to Sora about like myself and like my content plans and yada yada, when I mentioned being a lore-focused VTuber, Sora was like, oh yeah, so that means we'd be like talking about Onigashima and stuff, right? And then mentioned like talking about the version, and was like talking about the version from One Piece, and I was like, huh? No, I'm talking about Onigashima as in like from Japanese mythology. Onigashima is in the one from like myth, like it's in like Japanese mythology. What do you mean? But no, there was an assumption, I guess, because Kaya was like really into One Piece, and like stuff, they thought that that meant that like I also was like basing some of my lore off of One Piece, and I was like, no. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, do you not know the myth of Momotaro, Sora? And he was like, oh yeah. And had like the sudden realization, and it was very silly. That was when I knew I was in good hands, because Sora is very silly. Yes, One Piece, the classic myth. See, the problem is, because One Piece is so popular, it populated the searches for Onigashima. Because the reason Sora was thinking that was because when he first typed in Onigashima, a lot of the results that were coming up were like from the One Piece wiki and from like the latest One Piece chapters or whatever. Is this Sora's reply there on your screen is improved? Okay, well yeah, but this didn't come until way later. I'm talking about like our early conversations before I really could gauge the personality that Sora has. Like, I didn't know Sora that well when we first started like working together on that kind of individual basis, so I was like not really sure what to think of them. And then they were like that, and then they said that about Onigashima, and I was like, oh, okay, so they're silly. So sometimes they don't have brain cells. I get it. Understandable. Me too. What's your double fruit? Probably something related to mind control. Anyways. When you mentioned to Kaya that you believe in ghosts, were you trolling her or for real? I'm for real. I do believe in ghosts. I believe in ghosts and the supernatural and like the paranormal. I think it exists. There's like stuff that's out there. I've seen proof. I think that it's like, it's probably like, maybe not to the extent that some people think. Like, I don't know if I literally believe a lot of aspects of the paranormal, but I refuse to believe that our world is as mundane as it is. You know? Wait, that's Sora? What are they responding to? So Sora's saying, this was when, I think this was during one of my streams a few days ago. That is, since unarchived, but, it's, I reached a certain number threshold. I think it was for CCV. And Sora got really excited because we were trying to reach that CCV goal for a while. But I reached a certain CCV without raiding. Without raids, I should say. And that was what they said. Ooga booga viva la Japon. And I lost my mind. Because I was talking about something very serious, and then I got that message out of the corner of my eye. Because, again, I didn't have my Slack notifications muted. Now I want to ask, do you believe in aliens? Of course. We definitely can't be the only intelligent beings, like, in the galaxy. We don't know enough about the other galaxies to know anything. Like, absolutely. There's gotta be, like, other types of intelligent life out there. Like, that's a given. Besides Kaya being an alien from the moon. She doesn't think that she's an alien, but, like, she literally is, though. She's so silly. Also true. Nano does also exist. Nano is proof enough. Also, of course we believe in the paranormal, because Tomoe is a half ghost. You guys are silly. How could you not believe in the paranormal when Tomoe Carmine exists? No culture would think of themselves as aliens. That's true. As a non-superstitious person, I think it's safe to say there are likely other intelligent life. Well, I don't think it's superstitious to believe in aliens. I think it's just common sense to know that there would probably be other planets, even if they're super far away from ours, where there is intelligent life. I don't really think that's a superstition thing. Anyways. Next question. Aren't Oni paranormal? We are mythological. I do not think we are paranormal. But we are mythological beings. I think there's a bit of a difference there. I think that is why things are spaced out so much we aren't meant to interact with each other. This is true. I think it would be cool to make contact with aliens someday. But I do agree that we're probably not necessarily meant to be able to interact with them like that. Anyway. My voice is really cracking now. Once I get through these questions, I'm probably gonna call it. I'm dying. Okay. Where was I? Important question. Why is Buno so cute and how does one keep such cuteness up every day? I drink water. That's how. Are you really posting a frickin'... Sorry, Call of Duty voice is coming out. But are you really posting a crab rave over the fact that my voice is dying? That's so mean. But yeah, no, I don't really do anything special. I just exist. I just drink water. I hydrate. I see your voice took a vacation. Yeah, it's on a break right now. My voice is kind of on hiatus. So I'm working with whatever's left over. Tradition around these parts to crab rave? That's messed up. But it is always time for crab. This is true. Okay. Are there any hobbies that you fell out of but really want to get into again someday? Hydrate check, true. Looks like what's left over is a 14-year-old boy. You guys are so mean to me. I7. That's a fandom. That's not a hobby. I think I'd like to get back into journaling. I haven't really journaled that much anymore. I wanted to journal a lot when I got into kawaii because I wanted to be able to treasure all of my memories, but I'll be real, I'm too damn busy. But I want to get into like scrapbooking kind of. Not like literal scrapbooking, but in the sense of like there's some people who will make like journal spreads of like fandoms that they're interested in, and they'll use like glue in like pictures of characters, or they'll use like themed stickers and like make like journal spreads to like commemorate certain memories and stuff, which is like a form of scrapbooking, I guess. I want to get into that. I bought a lot of stuff to do it like a while back, but I just haven't had time. I also don't really have desk space because the only place to do it would be at my desk, but my computer setup takes up most of the space on my desk, so I don't really have room to journal. So when I get a bigger desk, that's why I kind of want an L shape, because I want to have a portion of my desk for my hobbies, which would be like journaling and scrapbooking and all of that stuff. And then I would have the other part for like my stream setup and like my PC and stuff. I also want to get into digital journaling, but for that I need to get a fancy iPad, and I don't have the money for that right now. It's not my tonsils that are sore. I have laryngitis. It's my vocal cords that are swollen. I'm fine. You don't need to massage my tonsils. It's not my tonsils this time. I kept a dream journal when I was a bit younger. I think it's a fun thing to do, but you have to stay on top of it and do it right after I wake up. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with dream journals. Unless you're able to write everything down right away, you will forget. I can't do it with a physical journal. I keep a dream journal in on like my phone. I will write down like bullet points related to my dream, because usually if I have at least the bullet points, I'll be able to remember the rest. But sometimes my bullet points are nonsensical. My dream journal is a very weird place. I dreamt I went in the square hole. Oh no, what did you find? Life's greatest mysteries. Okay. Would Oni-san be marked in the planner? No. I think the joke would maybe be that I would mark the anniversary of Oni-san. And there would be like a faint, like little Oni mark next to it. But only for that one Sunday. It wouldn't be on any other Sunday. I dreamt I was able to pet that dog. I can't do the voice right now. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? See, it sounds stupid. I can't do it right now. I love that video. That's still the only video ever. Don't laugh at me! I'm insecure. Kinda has some twang in it. Well, the original video had twang, so that part of it is meant to be. It's just that I think the twang is probably more pronounced because I'm talking lower. Can I pet that dog? I beg you? Yeah, it sounds thicker. I don't know why. I guess when you're doing it in the kid voice, it doesn't appear as twangy. Can we get Kayak Bear Lady with your voice? Okay, Bear! Bear, please! Stop attacking my kayak! Bear, stop! I need that! Bear! My kayak! Oh, jeez. Ma, there's a weird cat outside! It actually sounds like you're distressed. I know, at the beginning everyone said I sound like I'm crying. Stop it, Bear! Stop attacking my kayak! I will spray you, Bear! Okay. Question, which one are the favorite ones that is cute? What does this mean? What do you mean, which one are the favorite ones that is cute? Favorite cute of what, huh? I'm pretty sure I'm reading this correctly, but I don't know what this means. Yes, true. You know, next question. True. We'll go with that, I guess. I don't know. What a weird question. What is the air velocity of an unladen swallow? 72. Next question. What non-VTuber anime girl would be the best fit for Yuno? What do you mean by best fit? As in, like, who would I be? Or, like, as in, like, who would be my ideal, like, anime girlfriend? Is that African or European swallow? It doesn't say. The latter. Oh, okay, okay. Anime girls that I like. I like a lot of anime girls. That's the problem. I really like Shizuku in Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun, or My Little Monster. There's also this is a bit more of an underrated, more like an underground manga that I really liked for a while. It was called Hyokoi. The main character, Hiyori, is super, super cute. Is there any... Wait, was it Hiyori or Hiyoko? I can't remember what her name was. I just know it had the Hyo in it. That's why it's called Hyokoi. The whole point of that manga, for the record, is like a height difference romance. It's very cute. She's literally like the shortest girl in her class, and then she becomes friends with the tallest boy in her class. They have a cute dynamic together. It's very sweet. My type in girl kind of goes all over the place. I like Seroure Monogatari. No. I guess it's kind of similar, but for Hyokoi, the theme is that she's very shy, and there's like she either like gets sick or gets in an accident or something. I don't remember, but she misses like the first like semester of school, of like her first year in high school, even though she was supposed to finally like break out of her shell and make friends. So when she comes back, she's like cripplingly shy and awkward, and everybody's already made friends, and it makes her super insecure. But then the person that sits next to her is like the most popular guy in the class, while also being like the tallest. And he goes out of his way to like befriend her, and he like pulls her into his world and allows her to like make friends with more people and stuff. And then, of course, over time, the two of them fall in love, and it's very, very cute. Hyokoi, good. Would recommend. It has an OVA, actually. I think the OVA has like 1 or 2 episodes. I think it's just 1. But the OVA is cute. It like summarizes like the first kind of arc of the manga. And then it had like audio manga dramas for a while, where like they would voice certain chapters or like certain key scenes from the chapters with the same cast. I wish it got a full anime. It really deserves one. It's a really cute manga. Very underrated. I was reading that one alongside My Little Monsters. That's why I was thinking about the two of them together. I really like Taiga in Toradora. She's really cute. Textbook tsundere, very cute. I don't know. Like I said, my taste in girls is kind of all over the place. Usually, if I see girl, I will be like, yes. You want like some short? Unfortunately, a lot of the girls I'm bringing up do tend to be kind of short. But like specifically, I like the dynamic of like short girls with tall guys in shoujo. I like height differences. Height differences are cute. Like you? What the heck? Stop. Yeah, height differences are cute. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I said this during the Otome stream, but I also like it when the love interest is about the same height as the heroine. I like that too. Because I like the dynamic of them being able to like touch foreheads and stuff. Tall girl, short guy. Eh. That's okay. The girl has to be cute, though. Usually the problem that I have with those dynamics is that they always make it so, like, sexually charged. It's very rarely, like, wholesome. At least from what I've seen. It's usually always because it's always, like, the short guy wants to be stepped on or whatever. And that's not really my vibe. More power to the people who are into that sort of thing, but not me. The way you said that echoed deep in my brain. Short kings catching strays. Hey, if you're a short king, I love that for you. Am I wrong? That's the thing, though. I'm not wrong. This is how you see short kings. If we're talking about how I see short kings, it shouldn't matter because I'm also short. But what I'm saying is, I feel like whenever there's a manga where the focus is supposed to be on like a tall girl with the short guy, it's almost always in like a really sexually charged perspective. And like, that's fine. And I love that for people who are into that kind of thing. I don't mind reading it sometimes. But like, I don't know. You don't call short kings kings. Whatever. Whatever, man. You can make all the height jokes you want. I don't care anymore. I'm tired. I think some newer series have moved away from that a bit. I think I just want more, like, where they're, like, close to the same height. Personally. Like I said, I like height differences too, but I think it'd be nice if they were close to, like, the same height. We're getting that a little bit more often. Maybe I just need to read better manga where it's more wholesome. In my experience, it just hasn't been that wholesome. Okay. If you could collab with any food company or restaurant to create Oni-inspired food, which would you pick and what would you create? That's tough. Food collaboration. I mean, you guys have joked about it a lot, but what if we actually had, like, Oni fries? I don't know who I would partner with in order to make this happen, but, like, actual Oni fries could be cute. I also one of my first thoughts was also the idea of, like, an Oni-themed chocolate. Yeah. Kraft mac and cheese. Macaroni. Yeah, you're right, because then we could just capitalize the Oni part. Macaroni and cheese. And it would be Oni-shaped pasta noodles. Oni fries, here my money. Time to call the state of Idaho real. Potato distribution companies, where you at? But yeah, I think if in terms of like a savory food, I would want to have like Oni fries. In terms of a sweet, maybe some kind of chocolate thing, but I haven't really thought that far. But I think Oni fries would be cute. Expecting for something sweet? I mean, if I did something sweet, I think I'd like to partner with like an ice cream company, like maybe like a Baskin Robbins or something, and get like a whole Yuno-themed ice cream dish. But I know that not everybody here likes sweets, so I went for something that was a little bit safer by saying fries. Okay. Since you like beauty marks or moles, if you could add one to your model, where would you add one? Something I've always liked was the tear mark mole. So I think it'd be cute to have a mole under one of my eyes, maybe. Also, you can't really see it because I wear a choker, but maybe one on the neck. Or like near the collarbone. There's also, of course, the classic chest mole. If you know, you know. And then also inner thigh mole. Maybe on the bare thigh. Not where the tattoo is. Basically, moles. Moles, I like them. I'm not particularly picky, I guess. I would want to have a beauty mark in a lot of spots. This model has nice legs. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do agree. I wish I could show the legs more, but like that perspective is kind of difficult because this model also has a lot of like head accessories. It's hard to get enough like leg on screen without also cutting off my head accessories. You know? You have to know that I'm an Oni. That's why instead we just get periodic leg checks. Where I will be like, hey, reminder, I have these. You're an Oni? I know, people forget. But people forget. Periodic wife checks. Yeah, you always have to check on your wife. Guess you could save that for vertical streams. Yeah, I do use a bit of a more zoomed out perspective for vertical. So you can see the thighs a little bit. Usually you get a glimpse of the tattoo. Mm-hmm. Could you break a melon with those thighs? Probably. Haven't tried yet, but probably. Okay. What is your perspective of fate? What do you mean my perspective? I guess, like... I feel like fate is something that you can alter, but you can't fully control. I feel like there is always going to be an aspect of fate that can't be changed. Like, things will eventually always go in a particular direction, whether you want them to or not. But you can alter the course in some ways. I think fate is something that usually will benefit a person. I view it as more positive than negative. It's like... you can, like, change your career path, for example. You can, like, change... like, what your fate would be if you... versus if you had stayed in that career. However, fate will still, like, decide the outcome of, like, the next career, you know? I think that, like, fate still has a hand in things. Also true, our souls are in fact connected by it. But I mean in the sense that, like, I think that fate is more so a guide. It follows, like, your decisions and, like, the path that you choose to carve, but, like, then it takes you by the hand and leads you down that path. Like, once you make your decision, fate kind of takes over. In my opinion. I can't get too philosophical because otherwise I will ramble, and if I ramble, I will kill my voice, so... I'm gonna cut it off there, but that's kind of how I feel about it. This is making me think of the idea of the fates from ancient mythology. Yeah, there are some ancient myths that talk about fate, not just the red string. Yeah. We should def have an OniMon on fate then. Would love to hear more about it once you're well. Sure. I wouldn't mind. That could be a fun topic to discuss. Does the 5-second rule apply to soup? Please hurry. You asked this like 20 minutes ago, so I am afraid I did not hurry. Also, I don't think it would apply to soup because you would have to lick it off the floor because soup is a liquid. Which means you'd be licking up more floor germs than you would soup. I'm sorry for your loss. I hope you didn't consume the soup. Damn. Yeah, I really do be like that. That's just extra protein. Ew. I just catch the soup before it hit the floor. No, I'm assuming they asked because the soup already hit the floor, but that's true. You do just have to get good and catch the soup. Just catch it with your bare hands and drink it. Be like caveman. I'm sure that's what caveman did when they had soup, right? Scoop the soup with your hands? Well, the problem is if it seeps into the floor, you can't really soup it. Soup? You can't really soak it up. You can't soup it up either. What if the soup bounces? It shouldn't be bouncing. Soup is not solid. Soup is a liquid. Don't do this. Caveman roasted soup on a stick in an open fire. Yep, so true. As soon as they learned how to make pottery, they must have been making soup. That's what I would have done if I were a caveman. Okay, and last question because I am dying. What if we made jelly soup? No! No, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? The guy who invented soup was probably like, man, this sucks, before he found the guy that invented bowls. Do you think they fell in love? I think they probably fell in love. Anyways. The first soup was made by boiling the water that fell on the ground. That sounds fake. Again, it seeps into the ground. You can't pick up a liquid once it spills. You just can't. I'm sorry, but that's not how it works. Had little soup babies? Yeah, in cute little cups. Anyways, can I please answer this question so I can get rest, please? Let me go. Free me from my shackles of my own making. The question is K-pop or Vocaloid? This is a very easy answer. It's Vocaloid. I honestly don't listen to that much K-pop. I know a few K-pop bands by name, and I know 1 or 2 K-pop songs, but I don't actually listen to K-pop. I am not a K-poppy. That has never been a thing for me. Which, you know, is surprising considering I am a fanfiction lover. You would think that I would love reading K-pop fanfics. I don't. I think fanfiction about real people is cringe. But I prefer Vocaloid. Vocaloid's really good. I've been listening to Vocaloid for a very long time also. I'm a bit of a... I don't want to call myself a Vocaloid boomer. I'm not quite the same level as Isla-sama. But I do really like Vocaloid songs. I have a lot of Vocaloid producers that I like as well. I'd like to cover more Vocaloid songs. It's just that the way things have turned out, I keep covering non-Vocaloid stuff. But there will be Vocaloid mixed in eventually, because Vocaloid is cool. So no Yuno Miku? No, of course there will be Yuno Miku eventually. I just haven't found a Vocaloid song I want to cover yet. What are dreams but fanfiction of yourself? This is so true. Well, assuming that you actually dream in the perspective of yourself, I usually dream in the perspective of, like, other people or characters, I guess. I very rarely have a dream as myself. That's probably why I don't dream about the Domodachi very much. If at all. Which is to say I've never done it. I usually dream in, like, a different character's, like, perspective, so I don't really dream as myself. Fun fact about me, I guess. You and Gumi best Vocaloid. Are you just saying that because Gumi is green? You know dreams of the key of B flat. True. You're not wrong. But yeah, that's all the questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the Q&A now so that we don't get any more. Thank you for the questions. You guys are so epic. Yuno dreaming as a Domodachi watching Yuno's stream. That would be a bit too meta for me. Are you sick? You sound like there's something wrong with your voice? Yes. I have laryngitis. I overused my voice a few days ago, so now I need to rest. I should be better within, like, a few more days, I think. I just have to make sure I get a lot of rest. And reminder, tomorrow I'm probably not going to karaoke. I might either straight up cancel the stream, depending on how I feel tomorrow, or I will gorilla and do something else. What was your favorite subject in school? English. I was a lover of English class. I liked reading books. I liked writing papers. I liked learning vocabulary. That's me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I do have laryngitis. It's a cute laryngitis, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna go away pretty quickly. I just have to make sure I get more rest. Thank you for asking questions. This was fun. TTS karaoke would be pretty funny. If I could get it to sing, that would be hilarious. You speak very well English? Mm-hmm. I internalized a lot of the vocabulary I learned, so I feel like I have a pretty big vocabulary. Not the cute. Stop it. Fizzle Pickle, thank you for the $10. Hab Sub, fresh made Sub, Sub, dropping on the floor Sub, pick up the Sub, more flavorful Sub. Okay. I don't know what you mean by any of that, but okay. Sure. Why are we like this? Life's greatest question, huh? Thank you for the $10, though. Thank you, and then, Meriden, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Thank you for the stream. You know, have a good rest of your evening. Thank you! I hope you guys have a good evening as well. Mm-hmm.
An offering. Thank you so much.
Omatherius, thank you for the $21 so we can meet the daily goal. Thank you! Daily goal met. Yippee! We're doing so good. Let's go, team. Good job.
May the Oni lights guide you back to me.
And Tofu, thank you for being a member for 1 month. Thanks for the stream. You know, hope you get better. I will do my best. I am going to rest and recover and do what I can. But yeah, tomorrow is not going to be karaoke. It'll probably be something else, or if I feel like crap, I will just fully cancel. And that's fine. We'll see what happens the rest of this week. I'm gonna try not to cancel too much if I can help it, but I'll keep you updated, of course. Thank you for, alright, I have to remember what my outro is. I was getting out of order. Okay, thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me. I hope that you have a good rest of your time zone. And until I see you again, Yunotsu!